Let's just thank him for stepping it up, for being our first new Agent of the Month in 73 months. Let's give it up for All right, guys. So yeah, welcome to the September 2023 results meeting. How do we do? Yeah, it wasn't our best month. It was 275,000. So that makes it one of our worst months. But since February 2021, and then going back to last year, we did 464,000. So it definitely was a hard month for us. You know, for me, financially it was hard, definitely, but also emotionally, with everything that was happening with, teammates leaving and stuff like that. It was just like all month long, I was just like, what's going to happen next? What's going to happen next? I was just so paranoid and just a very stressful and emotional month for us. But it's a great month for us to kind of find out who really wants to be here. Right now, during Laura's birthday on Friday, it just felt good, like the vibe was really good. And I felt really good about just people who are here, wanting to be here, and just really finding that out last month. So I feel actually relieved in a way. Some of the negative energy and stuff like that is just all out, and we have a fresh reset, finding out who wants to be here. And I really appreciate you guys for being here with our team. I also want to welcome Jay. Let's welcome Jay back. So with everybody wanting to leave, I'm just like, oh, someone wants to work here? I was like, okay, for sure. This is awesome, thank you. But can I ask you why? Maybe some of the reasons you like want to join our agency?
It's just different, going to work somewhere else, you realize you don't have the opportunity that you used to have here, and I was just looking to elevate my career and come back to a motivational environment and make more money.
Okay, great. Thank you, Jay. Yeah, let's get up for Jay again, okay? That's kind of like what I want to hear, and that's really what I want to deliver for you guys. But sometimes people don't see the opportunity or look at the negatives when I feel like there's a lot of positive things that we have to offer here. So once again, I appreciate you guys. It makes me even more motivated to give back to you guys for your loyalty and for your commitment. All right? But before we do that, we do have a work anniversary. We have a 1-year work anniversary on October 17th. Let's get up for Jamie. So some of you guys who may not know, Jamie was a car mechanic before she started here, fixing cars at Toyota. She really joined us during a time where maybe we didn't need that many people at that time. But what really stood out for her was her follow-up skills. Just following up, making calls. And I think that is something I do look for during the recruitment process, because if you're in sales, that's what you got to do. So I was like, wow, this person shows that she wants to be here, makes the initiative and not afraid of calling. And I'm really happy that you did, because 1 year later, I got licensed in May and already has a 20K month under her belt. And I think something that I want to share also, that kind of like my thought, is that, hey, it's kind of a good thing where she gets into the business when it's a little bit harder, because when it gets easier, it'll seem easier. And I've seen people who get in the industry when it's a little bit easier, and when it gets harder, like, oh my God, I can't handle it, because they thought it was going to be easy forever. So starting with us during a hard market and already hitting 20K, that's great things for, more things for come for Jamie. So let's welcome Jamie again for 1 year. All right, so let's get into the winners here. We got the first category here is most hours worked. It was a good attendance month. Okay, overall was 90%, excluding the people that are no longer here. So the people that were here again showed commitment, and I really appreciate you guys for that. We have 4 people over 100%. We have Enrique and Genesis at 101%. America at 106%, and she's actually leading our team in attendance for the whole year at still over 100%. And then the first place finisher for most hours worked goes to, let's get up for Jackie. So 111% is a big number. Okay, she actually comes in on Monday from 8 to 7. That's her schedule. All Monday she comes in at 8. It's a 10-hour workday. Busy day there too. And she put in 20 hours overtime too. Okay, so that adds up. And when you're new, what can you do, to prove yourself? Is just put in the hours, and that's exactly what we need. Very appreciative of her efforts last month. Most payments made. We have Genesis with 46. Eva here with us here, 65. Great job, Eva. And first place finisher for most payments, again, goes to Jackie with 87. Okay. That's a $150 bonus for her, $254 total for just taking payments. And that makes sense if you're always here to get that type of numbers too. Most phone calls, Genesis with 671, Eva with 899. And the first place finisher for most phone calls, big number here. Let's get up again for Jackie with 1,141. So most of her phone calls, which makes sense, is for incoming calls. She took 1,032 incoming calls. Now for outbound calls, which really shows the work ethic of someone dialing out, we have Enrique at 238, Alexis at 324, and the number one for most outbound calls was America with 420. So let's get up for America too. And then the hours, Eva was 60, America was 67. And the first place finisher, what can we say? Let's give it up for Jackie again with 90 hours on the phone. Now, this is an agency record. Okay, so that's more than anybody who's ever been in sales, 90 hours on the phone for 1 month. I guess that makes sense with all the hours she put in, but I mean, there's so many variables when it comes to this business, but to be successful. But one of the major things, obviously, is just work ethic. And that's something that she's showing on very early, that she's able to handle a lot of work and is able to put in the work. So I feel really great about her future. And again, very grateful that she's a part of our team and showing great potential for us in the future. All right. Now, highest closing ratio. All right. We got Espady and Jamie at 12%. Great job, guys. Jeanette at 13%. And then the first place finisher for highest closing ratio. Surprise here, we got Genesis with 15%. Anybody has something to do with that? You've been motivating her. Same thing with Laura. We had a sales training, and it's kind of all about mindset, just saying that, hey, you could do this. Let's get our shift mindset into more sales. And yeah, we are looking for future superstars. And so far, we're having some good luck with Jackie and Genesis and everybody else also getting more involved in sales. And I'm really happy that you guys are. Broker fee agent of the month. We had Jamie here at third place at 1,797. America with 3,627. The first place won by $27, so it was very close. September 2023 broker fee agent of the month goes to, let's give it up for Diana.
Thank you.
Yeah, congratulations. Yeah, great numbers there, 3,650. Now, on average, it was Enrique who had the most, with average broker fee was $199. And for commission-wise, is America with $712 she made off broker fees. But for Diana's story, I just want to recognize her for her, perseverance, for her resiliency, what happened with farmers, their decision they made, and instead of looking at what she can't do, she looked at what she can do and taking full advantage of what you can do. And that's really what we have to do in this business or in life. Things aren't going to go our way. And whatever happens, how you respond to it is truly what determines your future. And she's really showing us that she has the right mindset to overcome challenges, which is a great sign for things to come because challenges are going to continue to come for us. So great job again, Diana. All right, we got a few best months ever. We actually have 3. So the first person who had their best month ever, first teammate, let's give it up for Mari at 14,000. Now this is her first full month selling. But for her first full month to have that 14K, that's a very strong number there. We'll get to her numbers in a little bit. And then also Genesis was 15K. The month before that was 5K. And then the next month 15K, that's a big jump there. So it really shows that it's not really the skill that's in question mark with a lot of us. It's really the will. And once she puts the will into it, it's really great to see people really change things by just changing their mindset. And then the big best month ever, we have somebody in this room here. That's right, everybody's pointing to Alexis. Let's get up for Alexis. So we'll get to him in a little bit more later, but he was averaging 14,000 and the agency was in a big need of someone to step it up on sales, especially the type of deals that Laura was selling too. So we'll get more on him later, but really someone who stepped it up for us when we really needed to. All right, the Hustle Award. The monthly Hustle Award going to what we want to consider the agent who worked the hardest, even though we have a lot of hard workers here, including America. with 106% attendance, fourth in phone calls, second in phone numbers. I do really want to recognize her for her consistency because every single month we've had this contest or this category since end of last year. She's been nominated or won it every single month. Genesis had a great month as well, 101% attendance, just coming in here early, just super dependable. I don't think that's with any Saturdays too, so just not missing any work and just being on the phones, getting off to a great start when the 8 a.m. shift is super important for us. And then Jackie with just her unbelievable month here with her attendance and her phone calls and her phone hours. So for this month, we're just going to have to give it up again. This is her second month in a row. The monthly DKI hustle award does go to Jackie. Let's give it up for Jackie. So now this is her second month in a row. Just work ethic is something that you can never teach. It's just sometimes people come with it. You never know till you hire them if they are or not. So for me, I just have to roll the dice and see if they're a hard worker or not. And that solves almost all the problems if you're a hard worker. So she is definitely showing that she is. When you're new, that's pretty much the only thing you can control is your work ethic and your attitude. And I am so happy that she's part of our team and doing exactly what our agency needs, is helping us out with the customer service so some of you sales agents could sell. And again, a lot of future superstars in this room here in our agency, and I'm very happy that Jackie is part of it. Life Agent of the Month. So we do need more life policies here. Okay. Now Farmers is giving us a little break here because we had that really stressful goal of hitting 18 per month. Now they changed it to you gotta sell 18 business and life policies per quarter, I should say. Okay, and the business policies come a little bit easier for us. Enrique got one for us yesterday. So it's combined. But still, even if it's a requirement or not, it's just so much more money to be made in there that I would love to see us take more advantage of it. Now I do get that it's a little bit harder with, all the customer service and just the sheer amount of calls we get because, life insurance sales, we've got to follow up and we've got to be organized. So we'll get there. But I feel like our book of business is a tremendous gold mine of people that don't have life insurance, and I'd love to see more of us take advantage of it. Here are the winners. So the first place finisher for our life insurance agent of the month, let's get up for Mari. You sold 2?
Thank you.
Yeah, good job. Now she did sell 2, but that was off one client. One client got a universal and a term policy, so that's almost like just selling one person. It's like kind of like one. And off that 2 policies, she made $1,030. So there's a lot of money to be made in life insurance, and that's something that I kind of want us to keep exploring and getting into, and more agents being involved in that. We do have some agents studying for that life test, and it's just something because we're in the business of insurance that we want to take advantage. But for now, let's get up for Mari for doing a great job of closing those 2. CSR of the month. We got Jackie at 32, Eva at 33. So the first place finisher for most tickets completed in September goes to Iris with 36. Congratulations. You surprised?
Yeah.
Oh yeah?
I thought it would probably be just.
You're right. Something I just love seeing is somebody new come here and to get an award. It's not an easy thing to do. It just shows that in this business, if you work hard, the numbers don't lie, and you could show your production and be judged off that. Let your numbers do the speaking for you. So completing the most tickets, 587 phone calls, 55 hours on their phones. People usually warm up to these type of numbers, but maybe just being around the good influence of Mari and Jackie and just seeing how they do business, I think it's just getting off to a great start, and someone we're going to be very happy seeing leveling up with us and taking full advantage of the opportunity that the agency presented themselves. So very happy that Iris is also part of our team and very appreciative of her production. So thank you so much, Iris. All right, so let's get into the category winners here for sales. And this was a crazy one because third place was 29,000, second place was 30, and first place was 31. So it was super tight. So congratulations to all 3 of them, really. And yeah, it was an interesting month because, it was going to have to be new agents that stepped it up. And I remember, me, Mari, Laura, and Yu-chan took a lunch break at the beginning of the month. And we were like, who do you think is going to win the agent of the month? and the answers are all over the place. So it was truly an unpredictable month, but these were the results here. So for third place of 2023, let's give it up for Enrique for 29,000. So I want to also congratulate Enrique for buying a property, mobile home, last month. Yeah, congratulations. And the previous month, we just congratulate him for having a second son. So a lot of great things happening here. And maybe it's just not the right way to say things, or maybe not the right thing to say. But for me, I kind of have a little higher standard when it comes to men at the agency. And he's somebody who's showing us how to be one, coming into work, not making excuses, always being professional, and providing for his family. And that's what, being a man is all about. So I'm really appreciative of setting us a great example of that. And number one in broker fee average, 100% attendance, and just an all-around contributor as far as different product types that he could sell. So great month, Enrique, and again, someone that I'm super excited about the future here. All right, second place finisher. This is her first time ever making it to the second place in sales, and it was less than $1,000 to first place. So it was that close. But again, I just really want to just show how proud I am of her to get here with the situation that presented herself. Let's give it up for Diana with 30K second place finisher. Again, you could look at things like, I can only sell ITC, I can't sell. Well, let's look at what we can sell. Let's do what we can. And her back was against the wall. There wasn't any guarantees that this could work or that could work or how she's going to respond. I have no control over that. But I told her what the situation, and she just ran with it and made as much money as she can. And that is just a great sign for things to come. Like I said before, adversities are going to come for all of us, not just in business, but in life. But how you respond to that just makes or break your future. And the fact that she is able to have her back against the wall, stand up for herself, and control what she can while having this great attitude that she's always had, that didn't change. And that's why her results are even better than what they were before. So great things for her come, and really proud of her for stepping it up.
Thanks.
Now the agent of the month. Okay, this agent sold 3 business policies, 4 homes. His average per sale was $2,000. Okay, so he sold a lot of the policies that Laura used to sell. There was a big gap in that. So we really needed someone who could sell those type of policy. And it came down to the wire. It was Saturday. He was down by $800. And it was past 2 p.m. And I was like, you gotta get this form stack signed. Sorry, buddy. Refreshing the screen over and over again. And it came through, and really came down to a last minute buzzer beater. But we really want to just thank him for stepping it up. This is incredible because this is the first time rewarding somebody the agent of the month, somebody new in 73 months, over 6 years. Let's just thank him for stepping it up, for being our first new agent of the month in 73 months. Let's give it up for Alexis Ortiz. One thing about business, business is about making money, but I do feel it's more than that. It's also about being a good person, to me, and I truly feel like we have somebody here that is genuinely a good person, and that's, the selling is almost like a plus for me, because I really, makes a big difference to me who I work with, and this is somebody who has, in the past, shown us that he cares about the team, not just for himself. We need some customer service help. That's not kind of what he signed up for, but he jumped on the phones. We were short on people. He referred us Enrique and Jackie. And now we need sales. And now he's delivering us the sales. So I just want to just thank him for his selflessness and his team attitude. And that's really what makes a great teammate. And the fact that he could sell is something that we found out too. So it makes it even a better teammate that I really appreciate. And generally just being a good person is what our agency is all about. And I feel like he's just a great example of that. And I just want to, again, thank him for having a great month. So let's get up for Alexis one more time. All right. So this month, I want to go over the 3 keys of having a successful career.